Hey everybody, it's Master Dave with the House of Warriors, and if you're watching this video, you probably got my email on my top 3 hacks on how I lost about 70 pounds over the last couple of years here on my weight loss journey. And I feel better, I feel great, I got some muscle back. And just give you perspective, I was a very fit person until this point in my life where we all get there, we get kind of depressed, something bad happens to us, and a few years ago, my life was not too great, and you start to lose, you know, what you should be doing. You start to just kind of fall out of the cycle, and I quickly got back on that, and it took some time, and I'm back to where I feel I should be, and I'm still working on towards even more fitness goals. So, kind of put some perspective. This here was a 2XL shirt 4 years ago. I wore this and it was tight. Let me put it around here. Okay. Look how big that is in comparison. This was tight on me. Now it's a house shirt, so I use it just for around the house. But you can see that I know what I'm talking about. I've been there where you're at. I understand what you're doing, and I understand how you feel. And it's not the first time I've had fitness goals. You know, when I was young, I had to get myself in shape. I did, and then I was really like kind of into the whole fitness world till I was in my mid-20s, and then something bad happened to me in my 30s, and then I took it back charge in my late 30s. So now here we are. So what are my top 3 hacks? Okay, number 1 is really just watch your sugars and carbs. You know, maintain them and kind of keep an eye on them. If we go over so many grams a day, you're going to have to figure out what that is for you. Personally, I don't go over 6 grams a day of sugar, or per serving, I should say, 3 grams of carbs or sugars. That kind of is a good guideline. And you got to watch for the added sugars as well. But in my first month, I actually cut all carbs and sugars, and that was drastic, and it did give me results. And then after a month, I went back on sugars and carbs, that same servings I suggested, and I was noticing that it was too sweet, so I was able to not overindulge. If you want to do that, you can. It's called a sugar detox, carb detox. It's very tough to do, but it's manageable. But I would suggest starting out at least watching what the amount of carbs and sugars you eat. Reduce the intake. And number 2 relates to number 1. Find a meal plan that's sustainable, and that's the problem. We get these crazy fad ideas, these teas, these shakes, and we have a meal replacement shake and a tea here, and they're really diuretic, so that's why you're just like basically releasing water and everything to make you look like you're losing weight, but you're not. You're not fit and healthy. And it's not sustainable. You can't do that forever. So what I do is I do a mix of ketogenic, I do a mix of paleo, I watch my sugars, I eat a lot of protein, fish and chicken and red meat, eggs, and I mix a lot of green vegetables, and I stay away from grains as much as I can, but whole grains are okay. And I use quinoa as my replacement for my rice. And by doing that, I'm actually having something that's sustainable and I can enjoy. Now, do I have carbs? Every now and then, yeah. Every 5-6 days, I go on a carbo load, and I'll do that. There's nothing wrong with that. You just got to maintain and watch. Okay, so something sustainable is what's going to help you hit your goals. And finally, you got to do high intensity interval training, HIIT training, like a kickboxing class or something similar to what other fitness courses do. That means they're going to spike your heart up and then let it drop, and spike your heart up and let it drop. And by doing that, your metabolism starts to do this. And generally, like after one of my kickboxing classes, you've burned about 600 calories, and you keep burning calories for up to 2 days because you've jump-started that metabolism and your heart rate, and everything's starting to work in synergy with what your fitness goals are. Okay, so that's the way to do it. That's the secret. It's not hard to implement. You just got to implement it. Now, if you need help with that, that's why I got my 3-week kickboxing course. You can go back to the email, click that link over there, take you there. $34.99. You can get 3 weeks of unlimited classes of kickboxing. Great way to get yourself fit, fast, especially with Christmas coming up and Thanksgiving. We want to be able to kind of enjoy those foods, but realistically enjoy them as well and be fit so we don't have those problems on New Year's. Okay, just click the link in this video as well. Go back to the email. I'll see you guys there. And if you want a personal call from me, just hit me up. I'll give you a call and we'll talk about your fitness goals. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys later.